Hello and welcome to Minus 256, a game developed by Corpse Pickle, available on Steam. And well, it's about working at a hotel and doing important tasks. I guess we'll see what that means. But the reason why I decided to play this game is because it has interesting graphics. You know, it looks really surreal and weird looking. But I guess we're just starting at the computer. Change the wallpaper. Okay. Because why not, I guess? Oh. Hey! That's my wallpaper! The game read my wallpaper. What the heck? Can't do that. Is this a virus? I don't know. Anyway. I'll just do that. Maybe 100% ill. Well, maybe 100% safe, rather. Digital mailbox. Wow. Let's see. We can read the email that has been read before. Welcome to Digital Mailbox version 2. Streaming. Again, this game is reading my user account, which is named Streaming, because I made a separate user account specifically for streaming. But I guess normally it would say your name, you know, like, let's just pretend it's SighingSlider. Welcome to Digital Mailbox version 2. This has nothing to do with Digital Mailbox version 1. And by the way, this is the second time I just played a game that did that. You know, I just played a game that broke the fourth wall and read my user account name. What a coincidence that this game did it too. I don't know how involved that is. Is it gonna like hack my computer? I don't know. Let's see. Can you see this email? If you can see this, buy the hot dog summoner now, please. I am not ad. Maybe I don't want to summon hot dogs. Your fan says, is there no upcoming update? I always keep an eye on your page. I know there haven't been many new posts lately. I'm just wondering if everything's okay, if there's anything going on. I thought I'd reach out to you, ask if you haven't stopped running the page, have you? I do sometimes wonder, you know, sometimes there are developers who, like, make games, for example, and then you just never see from them ever again, you know, after they just made, like, one game. There's a few developers like that, actually. I play a few games like that, you know, where I played a game, like a really old game, and it just looks like they just never made any more, you know? They just kind of disappear from the face of the earth. Anyway. There's a new mail from user 110. Are you looking for topics these days? Then try this out. There was this cursed game that was circulating like a ghost story. I thought it was just a made-up story, but I found out there's actually someone who has that file. The person is trying to dispose of the whole laptop where it's installed, so I just went and got it. If you're looking for a blogging topic lately, right? Maybe you can use this to write an interesting piece? Or you've been looking for a blogging topic? Sure, this is totally safe. Totally safe to open just a random attachment from your email. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna download a virus or anything. Maybe cursed folder. Just maybe. Might be a cursed folder. Terms of service? Yes. As, you know, as ineligible or illegible? I don't know what the word is. Basically as unreadable as your typical terms of service. Okay. In a hazy feeling like wandering in a dream, all you could see were the endless series of doors. You'll never know the reason why these things exist to such an extent. There's no need to hesitate which door slide it to head for, just by walking forward. The door passed through you. The last scene you faced in this short synopsis was quite an unfamiliar hotel office. Leaving all the uncertainties behind, you had to perform significant or insignificant tasks from here on out. First of all, congratulations on being successfully hired. Let's go to work for real. Click the button below. This device may cause mild headaches. Please take deep rests, including sleep, after use. Okay? Press settings. Is this just a launcher, by the way? You know, did I get debated into just opening a launcher? Rat mode? Oh, that's so small. I can't see anything. There's this too. Okay, well, I gotta fix my music. I always feel game music is a little bit low. Let's just turn it up. I don't know. It just turn everything up a little bit. Turn it down my end as well, though. Alright. It's funny, rat mode. I guess it's like that meme, you know? It's like, what is this? A game for rats? Or maybe like, what was it like? What is this? A game for like ants, rather? I think it was ants, right? Not rats. It goes to full screen, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's better full screen, but I like the. I usually like it windowed. I don't know. It's just easier to alt tab. You know. Sometimes when you put full screen games, like you can't alt tab, or if you alt tab, you'll freeze the game when you alt tab. It's kind of like I don't know, not easy to like switch between windows. Anyway, alrighty, let's connect. You know, attempting to connect. You know, this really gives me a bit of nostalgia, to be honest. You know. I mean, I feel like these games these days might still have launchers, but back in the day, there was a lot of like online games, especially free to play games, that had like game launchers and everything. I remember when I like was it like Maple Story or something? I remember like open the game launchers, Maple Story, and it's like I don't know. Proceed with data transfer, sure. Okay, I'm just connecting to a hacker. Don't worry about it. Gonna hack my computer in real life. Connecting to the internet. Ah! Transfer completed. Huh? Okay. Why is the response so slow? Can you understand me now? Yes. Well, where did you miss it? Do you have to explain it from the beginning again? No, I can't delay this any longer. Yeah, you'll naturally have no memories at all, because you're a staff bot, and you've just been turned on for the first time. Don't worry, just do as I tell you. Check what's written here first. Wrap it up and come back and report. Just in case I'm letting you know. If you try to leave your posts or act uncooperatively, you'll be dealt with immediately. Just like your immediate predecessor, I mean it. He's been missing since this morning, so you're stuck filling in as a temporary replacement. As soon as we find him, we'll handle him right away, so you'll become the bot in charge of his responsibilities. I expect better results from you. So, go ahead and leave. You can check the clipboard by pressing the escape key. Alright, okay. Interesting intro. Did we like upload our consciousness to a robot? Is this like this a normal thing to do, or I don't know, how strange. I guess this person is just working at the front desk, maybe? Or is this the front desk? Not sure. Or it's just the office. Interesting objects in the room, you know? Can I talk to you? Are you bored? What are you doing here? Or have you already forgotten? The clipboard is the escape key. Let me do my typing. Let me just type. Oh, yes, programming. That's how you do it, right? You just type. Duck. Okay, let's keep a clipboard. Okay, wow. I don't know how to decipher this. It's just pictures. I assume this is a diagram of the floor. Okay. Number 2 and number 3 are locked, and these are settings again, I guess. Alright. These are the controls. You know, it's funny how like the mouse is the mouse is part of the tutorial here, I guess. But like, if you didn't know how to use a mouse, like, I mean, I guess in general, if you don't know how to use a mouse, you won't be playing this game really. But you know, it's just funny how they mention, hey, by the way, you can like turn your mouse, even though like most people would already know that, you know. Oh, this is a middle mouse button? No, middle mouse button doesn't do anything. WASD shift is to walk. Okay. Escape is the clipboard. I guess it's behind you as well. I don't know. Okay, by the way, so yeah, the reason I'm playing this game, like, I kind of found it, you know. Did it come out like recently? I don't remember, but I found it on Steam. And it just looks interesting, you know. It's like very surreal. I like that. I like weird games, you know. I like weird games, a certain aesthetic, I guess. Jeez. All right. Party time. Info, palm tree, door, fork and knife, I guess. No, not fork and knife. It was actually a fork and spoon. I don't know why I think fork and... I don't know, when I think of utensils, you know, I think of fork and knife for some reason. Ah yes, headless people. Enjoying their time? Enjoying your meal, sir? I'm just a robot, I guess. Can't see myself, but I'm a robot. Apparently. Very businesslike. Actually, is everyone just invisible? You know, it just looks like everyone's just invisible. It's like a world of invisible people. This is what it looks like. You know, this reminds me of panty and stocking. You know, that's what the art style reminds me of. Yeah. At least her in particular. Little anime girl. Okay. This is part of the attraction. Dancing blobs. You're dancing too, I guess? You're so hype. I can talk to you, I think. Hello! This is the Hidden Sixth member of the Jellyhead, producer of Jellyhead. Your attention appreciated. Okay. So it's like a band. Like a mass-produced band, maybe? Duck. Isn't there like a game called that? Like a, what is it, a Placid Duck Simulator? It's just a bunch of rubber ducks. You just watch them float in a pool. I like the art, by the way. It's just like random art strewn about. Like, it's really good. Possessed text. Is this your first time here today? I'm a dedicated bot for the concession stand. I've been working here for about 3 months since I was first activated. And I still don't know exactly what I sell. We can't eat anything, so... Okay. Okay, so that's what we look like. We just look like mannequins, I guess. Little halos. So, is this like a sci-fi... You know, it's like a near-future dystopian sci-fi world where... You know, your soul gets uploaded into a bot and you just work forever. You know? This sea has a great view. See? What sea? I can't really go behind there. Seems like. I guess he's enjoying a Sunday. What are you eating? You're eating... Well, it looks like snacks, I guess. Hockey, maybe? I can totally read this. Still looking around, you know, I just like exploring the environment, you know? It's just very colorful, you know, and interesting and unique. What is that? A witch? Oh, show's over. Oh man. What is it, like a rat? A mouse witch or something? Yeah, apparently this is a hotel, I guess. You know, to be honest, I've never been to a hotel. You know, I don't go outside. You know, I don't go anywhere. But like, I never really needed to stay at a hotel. And I imagine expensive as well. I mean, I guess it depends on the hotel, but yeah, I never been to like a fancy hotel. You know, or like, I mean, does it look like this? I actually have no idea. Does it like look like this? A lot of that stuff and amenities and stuff. I don't know. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. What are you in trouble for? Got you? There's a rumor going around. Class plus facilities have a basic 5-digit floor, and a number of staff is also a square unit here. Would the veteran staff be transferred there? I don't know. It was no joke yesterday. I'd never experienced such a busy day. It was terrible, even checking in the kitchen. The lobby is pretty quiet today. By the way, what's wrong with the management team? They look more hectic today. It's your first time here, right? Aren't you curious about how I recognize you right away? I don't know, you just know, I guess. Even though everyone literally looks the same. And if I do it well, it should be visible. You're working on a client, I guess? Caution! FPS drop! Using like a calculator? When someone calls me, I get it in 1.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds is only a margin of error. You'll never understand my philosophy. Oh. What's wrong with him? He's just dancing. The customer name is just checked in with 256 characters. It's your time I'm reconfirming after I found an error in the name. Don't talk to me! Time to get off work. Oh, it must be your first time here. Oh, the staff is forced shut down at the end of the day. And they wake up in the staff room the next day. It was hard to adjust at first, but it's okay now. The reason you can't see the guests is because they're only filtered to staff. To protect customer privacy. Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, I asked was just basic information. You just arrived today? Okay, so that's why we can't see anyone. They're not literally invisible. It really is like some kind of like sci-fi dystopia thing, you know, like we can't see them only because it's been like photoshopped out, you know, in our eyes. Can I talk to you? Wait, which one did I talk to? Reason can't see the guests because, yeah, okay. Talk to you? I'm in trouble. Okay. And by the way, yeah, one of the, I guess, staff members mentioned, yeah, apparently we're robots, we literally work forever. We get shut down at the end of the day, and then we continue working, right? It's like, it kind of reminds me of a show, actually, a TV show that I watched relatively recently. I think I mentioned in a different playthrough, but it was called Severance, actually. It's kind of similar. It's not exactly the same, but the idea of that show was that you would put a chip in your head, you know? And it would split your personality into two. So you wouldn't remember what the other personality was doing. And the idea was that corporations were sponsoring this. So like when you put the chip in your head and you switch to your other personality, they would be working. You know, and when they're done working, it switches to your original personality and you just go home. So you never remember you working. So it's as if you worked without actually working. You know, so you're free to like live your life without actually doing anything, really, doing any kind of work. But it also gives the philosophical question, you know, what happens to the people on the other side? You know, the people who are working 24/7 without any realization that they've not worked, right? So that's kind of like the, you know, the crux of the story in the show. Kind of reminds me of that, you know. It's like, what would happen if you just stuck working forever? You know, sounds like hell, but anyway. You came early today. Huh? No, it's a different bot. Did you get the clipboard with your work? You ready to escape, right? I'm sure the first task is here. I want you to do it right now. There are reservation signs on the table over there. Please set up the table in there. Everything you need will be in the kitchen. Alright. It's the first day in the job. I guess we're supposed to be helping with the restaurant? So this is the diagram of the restaurant, I guess. Okay. Enjoying their food. Soup. And I don't know what that is. Looks like an omelet. Omuraisu? Reserve. I guess we'll still clean up the place as well, maybe? Talk to you. Oh, nothing to say, I guess. Okay, well, he said to go to the kitchen first, right? I say he. There's like just robots. I don't know. Oh, I can grab this, I guess, as well. What are you guys doing? What? Meat. They're cutting up the meat, I guess. Did we take care of it? It's dangerous. Please step back. As an expert, will handle this. Please step aside. As I will do my special move. Multi-slash. What are you doing? Am I the one who cares about hygiene in here? I'll grab that too. So you can clean the tables, I imagine. Set the tables. I wish I had the ability to taste it. If only I was human. And not stuck in this robot body forever. You know, I always say, you know, I wouldn't mind transferring my consciousness into a robot body. You know, it will kind of suck. I don't know, I just remember a scene from Full Metal Alchemist about like, which one? I always forget the names. Was it Edward? Was it Edward or Elric? Or I don't know. You know, the metal dude. The younger brother. I remember there was a scene in that anime where he says like it sucks, you know, being in a metal body because you can't taste food. So it would kind of suck in that sense. But also you're immortal. So that's nice too. You know, you just live forever. So like I wouldn't mind that downside. You know, it's like food is nice enough, but if I never really get hungry, like I wouldn't miss it, to be honest. Yeah, it's just food, whatever. I mean, I imagine some people wouldn't want to trade that, but yeah, it's okay. You know, it's fine. I don't really need to. If I had to give up tasting food ever again in exchange for freaking immortality, I would trade that. I wouldn't mind that. I would say, in my opinion. Of course, the downside obviously is if you are in this setting, where you're forced to work forever, that's not exactly a good trade-off either, though. More ducks. I think I clean everything, right? Is there like a thing that shows them whether I clean everything? I don't know if it does. I don't know if it updates. Oh, there you go. I wipe the tables with my microfiber cloth. Oh, something like that too. More rubber duck. Alright, I guess let's put in the condiments, I guess. How do we do this? Kind of hard to see. Okay, so this is the kitchen, I imagine. And you also have to set the tables, right? How do you just go like this? You just put it, right? Okay, you just put it on the table. Alright. Go like that. Okay, well, I mean, it makes... Okay, the idea is that, yeah, you're setting the tables that are reserved. Makes sense. I actually, gonna be honest, I never worked in a restaurant. So maybe this is like common knowledge if you were ever like a waiter or something, but... Oh, I didn't clean this one. Oops. Forgot to clean that. Go back, clean that. Never worked in a restaurant. I don't go to restaurants very often at all. At least not fancy ones. I'm too poor. I'm too poor to consider spending money on expensive food. At like a sit-down restaurant, like a very like proper restaurant. It's not a thing. You know what I did in my childhood? I went to McDonald's. That's my family's idea of a fancy restaurant, okay? We went to McDonald's, got a kid's meal, and got a toy. None of this like fancy like dinner thing where you're like supposedly it's so alien to me, but apparently you have like a 5-course meal or something. You have like, I don't know, you have like an appetizer, and then you get soup, and then you get the main course, and they get dessert or something. I don't know. I think that's 4. What is it? I don't know what the 5th one is, but that's just crazy to me. Also, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get the... when I think of a meal, I just think of just a meal, just one set, and you just eat it. Though I've been to a buffet before, though, I guess. It's kind of like that. Sort of, not really, but... I like a bit to the type of buffet where you like, you grab like food, from like a main area and you bring it with you. And then you eat at your own leisure. Actually, what was it? I'm getting lost. What was it? Oh yeah, yes. I wanted glasses. I wanted this thing. It's the thing I picked up in the first time. Supposedly in the buffet, I keep missing tables. Okay, gotta set the condiments for that one too. There you go. I was gonna say, but it's funny because the first time I went to a buffet, I even looked up strategies. How do I make the most out of this? I always hear, supposedly you're supposed to not really fill up on like how do you say, like I want to say carbohydrates. I don't know if that's the right word, but you want to fill up on like stuff like rice and noodles. Even though I love rice, and normally when I eat a meal, I would prefer having some kind of like filler, right, like rice and stuff. But supposedly in a buffet, you shouldn't do that, because if you do that, you'll fill up too quickly. Rather, you just want to pick up whatever is like the main meat or whatever, right? You just do that. And just focus on getting that kind of food instead. Is the idea, so that you can like try out all different kinds of food. Anyway, I'm done. Hey, Don't disturb the guests and go if you don't have work. Oh, okay, that's it. We're just done. Gonna talk to the bartender? Anything else to say, bartender? Give me a drink, bartender. Whoosh. Blah. You know, there's a meme. Anyway, you gonna eat that? You know, like, put it up in the air the entire time? Good. Square jars. Alright, well, I guess that's it. We did a job, you know. It turns out this game was just about working at a hotel, you know? Minimum wage hotel job. What's the next thing? So the next thing involves palm trees? So we gotta go where the palm trees are. And something involving water? Okay. Well, I remember there was an icon for palm trees over here. It was that way. That-a-way. That was the office. Assuming you can't go in here to take a key card. I don't know if you can get there later, but... Alright, let's go to palm trees. Palm trees. I mean, these are the palm trees. Or are they talking about other palm trees? I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming these are artificial palm trees. Oh, what's that? It looks like a game. What was that? It looks interesting. What game is that? Is that a real game? That guy's just like... it's like that movie, you know? Mr. Wilson! Like stranded on an island, just going crazy. Huh. So that was cool. What is that? I don't know. Anything on this side? Oh, same thing. I don't know, anyway. Welcome! We're glad to come, or you've come to visit the Bloodstained Garden. Let me give you a brief explanation about this place. Bloodstained Garden is a facility that replicated an experimental chamber that once existed on planet Earth in Sector 6. As a nature of 50% garden and 51% laboratory. The interesting thing is that there are no plants inside the garden. That's why the blood needs to be cleaned periodically. In fact, it's said that there are facilities with opposite characteristics on the Earth in Sector 6. It is a grassy zoo, believe it or not. Okay, grassy zoo. So, Bloodstained Garden. So these plants are actually animals? these plants are actually sentient beings that feed off of blood, I guess. I can't just slurp off the blood. I gotta like get a mop, I guess. I just walk all over the blood like this, just make a mess, you know? Splash in the blood, like puddles in rain. You've come at the right time. It's time to fill the head with blood, so I appreciate your help. Please take the sword next to you and clear the puddles everywhere. Okay. Oh, we're not gonna use a mop, we're gonna use this. It's some kind of like dog that licks up blood. Like a dog jar thing. Lick, lick. Lick, 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 lick. Good. You're pretty good at holding head. Why don't you apply for my exclusive assistant bot? You can do that. You can transfer departments. I didn't know we had free will, you know. Blood. Make sure to feed your trees blood. Lick, 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 lick. You know, typical hotel employee job. Getting your robot dog thing to lick blood. To fill its container full of blood. Where does the blood come from? You know, I was thinking sometimes there's accidents, you know, and people get murdered. That's where the blood comes from. Also another duck. What is it? Last one? Sitting on these. I don't know what these are. What are these? Weird. Artistic chair. Blood. Click fast. Taking a selfie? Let me join in. Actually, it's a real screen. Wait. Isn't it? It's facing the wrong way though, right? Or... strange. Well, it's actually not really a screen. It's more so like it's just interacting with my camera. That's strange. Weird. Yeah, it's just my camera. Anyway. There you go. Achievement unlocked. I guess you don't see that on the capture, but I got an achievement. I need an assistant. Do you understand what I mean? Don't shy away from my eyes. You got to help him with his head. You see. No, alright, there you go. That's the Bloodstained Garden. Also interesting, I was gonna say, yeah, what's this? You know? Again, this is like a sci-fi setting, so I guess we're in space. This is a galaxy of some sort? I don't know. Assuming any of this is real. I don't know. It could be like a meta thing where like, this is also a game. Like we're playing a game within the game. A human spaghetti simulator. Yes. You put the human on the spaghetti. Wow. Diff Halo? Diff Halo. Oh, there's the... Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, that's the... What's it called? Jelly Bean Band? I can't remember what they're called. Bean Buddies? Anyway. Alright, so we're done with that. So I guess the next thing we gotta do on the list will be over here. Number 3, put this thing in the box, apparently. What would that be, actually? I guess doors? I guess it'd be door. Head to door. I must head to the door. Which I assume is to be up here. Look at your phone. Nothing on your phone. Blank. Yeah, and probably filter through our robot eyes. You know? Caution. FPS drop. You know, maybe an optimistic way of thinking about this is that maybe it's not so much that our soul has been transferred to like a robot and we're forced to serve our masters forever. You know, maybe it's more like it's voluntary, you know? Like in the future, instead of like working at our jobs on site, we simply remotely control like machines, you know? I mean, that would be the future, I guess, you know, when you think about it. There has been a push for more like remote work, you know, ever since the pandemic, you know, ever since the end times. And that would be a neat idea. I mean, obviously, it probably won't be implemented anytime soon, but it'd be kind of cool, like, if you could, like, do your job at home. But instead of, like, you know, doing Zoom meetings or whatever, you control, like, a literal robot that does everything for you, you know? I mean, I don't know how efficient it is, because, I mean, I guess robots could just be automated, but maybe, you know, people who want the human touch can still have stuff like, you know, customer service and all that, but you can do it from the you know, you can do it from the comfort of your own home instead of like actually having to commute and go to work. Is the idea. But maybe I'm just overthinking it, you know. I don't know. Anyway. I mean, it'd be really great for gamers. You know, we basically be playing like a video game at that point. And that's easy for me to do. I guess we don't put that. Oh, there's a cooldown? What the heck? You have chosen the wrong object. There is a cooldown. Your skill is on cooldown. Okay. What do we need to gather? I guess this kind of stuff. Not this. Not these toothbrushes. Not that glass. Not this towel. I was just thinking, like, which side was the toilet paper, you know? Isn't there a thing where toilet paper, depending which side you roll it at? There's like debate, you know, which is the right side? I always like it over. Makes sense to me. That's a flask of some sort. Okay, why doesn't it look like there's anything here that would indicate exactly what I need to pick up? Oh, there is actually. Oh, okay, that is. Alright. This, not this. Huh. I actually don't get it. Do I wonder, is it like a thing where you gotta like find another room and see, like, is it like a puzzle? Maybe like spot the difference? Possibly? Yeah, okay, so it is like spot the difference. Alright. Okay, kind of weird thing, but like, okay, just you gotta figure out like what's different in this room. Kind of hard actually. I don't think I can memorize everything right away. I know there's 3 toothbrushes there. Alright, let's see. Okay, so that's what you do. Alright, it wasn't very clear to me. I feel like the chips are on a different side though, but I guess that doesn't count. If they're simply in a different location, that's not what you do. I know one of the toothbrushes are different though. Come on, it's gotta be one of these. There's 3 toothbrushes. There's like 2 toothbrushes in the other one. Alright, so one of these are wrong. Right? No? Maybe that's not correct. So that exists, that exists, that exists. Now, did it exist? Nah, okay, that did not exist. There was no orange juice carton on the other room. So that wasn't the thing. Everything else seems to be in place, though. These things exist. I remember seeing these. Hammer? What? Okay, so that... I didn't know it was a hammer, to be honest. Are you sure? There was a hammer in the other room? Are you sure there was a hammer in the other room? No, there wasn't. Okay, I must have clicked on that one instead of the hammer. There wasn't a hammer in the other room. I didn't see that. Anything out of place in this one? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Alarm clock, little sign thing, random cube? Blocks, wood, or cardboard box? Oh, it's just a box. And some books. Let me double check that. Oh, hello. Or good afternoon or good evening. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I keep it in my head. I'm so bad at visualizing things. I'm taking all my brain power to remember everything. This is not there. Okay. At least I got that. Now for the last piece of the puzzle. Fish. Okay. There was a fucking fish in the bathtub. One more! Damn it! I thought that was the last one. I thought there was 5, but there is one more, actually. One final object that's not supposed to be in this room. And it's right... Not there. It's right... That looks alright. It's right... Not here. I don't know. What? Okay, no, there's something. Okay. It's funny. There's just some objects they're just hidden away. So this is definitely not supposed to be here. All right, there you go. Some kind of voodoo doll. Someone was angry about someone. All right, there you go. I mean, I guess the idea is that maybe I'm not sure actually, but maybe you're supposed to take the objects that's not supposed to be in this room. Maybe like personal objects is the idea, right? Either objects are supposed to be in the room, or sometimes objects that are taken from the hotel, like the carton of orange juice, maybe that's supposed to be cleaned up. I'm not sure. Anyway, there you go. We did our job. There's nothing left, I guess. That's it. Can we go home now? Probably not. You're not supposed to go home. You just shut down. And the next day you work again. Infinite work. The bourgeoisie is they're salivating on the prospect of infinite work, infinite labor. Hi. Did you finish everything? Okay. Well, to your next task. Go out and learn about the facility structure or something. Or help other staff members. Anyway, go out for now. Oh, alright. I guess we have free time. Okay. Go out to help the other staff. Search for where help is needed. I guess you could do some extra stuff. Look, I have to take a shift right now. I don't know where the shift went. I can't just leave my seat. Can you help me? Please look for him. I think he'll be resting in the staff room again. Please! Ah, there you go. That's kind of like a quest. Apparently, someone is supposed to be replacing them. But, you know, they're not here. That's annoying, actually. It's happened to me before, actually. Freaking like, someone is supposed to take over my shift, but they're late or something. And they're like, hey! And then they just, you know, pretend, you know, nothing happened. But like, internally, I'm a little bit peeved about it, you know? I don't know. Look, if it happens like once or twice, it's like whatever. But if it happens like multiple times, that's when I get a little bit angry and upset. But I never say it out loud because, you know, that would be rude. Because I live in Canada, you know, you have to be polite. Usually. I don't know. So you don't just like, you know, you don't point it out, but like you just be passive aggressive about it. You know, that's the healthy way to respond, right? No, okay, where am I supposed to go? Okay, so staff room. Where would the staff room be? I mean, maybe it was in the manager office. We were just there. Can't go in there, however. Managers only. Staff room. Where would the staff room be? Ah. Huh? Staff room access card. Don't lose it. Oh, thanks. I still can't go in there, right? Yeah, can't go in there. Okay, where's the staff room? I'm assuming over here? Because they only had the door and I wasn't able to get in, right? Boop. There you go. Hey, where are you? Funky music. I gotta go to work, but I'm in trouble. You see, I picked up this diary that was lying on the floor. Okay. What do you mean? Look at this page. She's been saying hi all day. Can I read your diary? It looks like a blank page to me. I've done that before. Haha. A shift? I don't know. A shift? I don't. Okay. Maybe it's not you. So what's this? The devil. Ugh. How about you? Are you the guy? I forgot before opening or after closing it. What? I'm not just killing time. No. To be honest, that's right. Death shift? Oh, him? What about him? Is he gone? Doesn't it look like... Okay, so this person forgot their combination code, maybe? I'm not sure. Or they forgot something? I'm not sure. And this person's just reading someone else's diary for some reason. So the person that's supposed to be on dash shift is not here? Because this person doesn't know, and the other one doesn't know either. So... Unless they're hiding in the closet. Oh, okay. I said closet. Wait, no, not closet. A locker. And when you think about it, closet and lockers are kind of similar, aren't they? Okay, so you open these... Okay. Okay, so these lockers are not locked. I thought he forgot his combination lock or something, because that's happened to me before, actually, in school. You know, like you're so used to doing something like every day, and then suddenly when you have to actually think about, you know, your combination lock, you've forgotten it. You know, like it's ironic that when you actually have to think about it, you forgot it. This is just muscle memory at a certain point. Can't open yours. Oh, anyone in here? Someone hiding in the locker? Hello? Hello? And... Oh, okay. No one here. Alright, I really thought that he was hiding... That was the second row, okay. I was gonna say, I really thought the person's hiding in the locker. What the heck is this? Oh, okay, it's just a bunch of... sticky notes? No real notes on them, really. I am the master of removing these sticky notes. Do it one at a time, though, for some reason. Even though you could probably just grab it by handful and just rip it off, but who cares? I guess we're not gonna do that. minus 256. Title drop. Apparently it's over here. I don't know what that means, to be honest. It's like a suit, I guess. Kind of like sideways S with X's on it. I'm not sure what that means. Huh. Okay. Do I leave? Huh. Well, I don't know what that means, to be honest. I'll just keep opening lockers, I guess. Ah, reserved. Yes, that chair is reserved. You know, for quiet time. When you want to be inside a locker. Also ducks. It really does remind me of that game with the rubber ducks. I wonder if it's the same developer? Is that really a reference to that game? I'm not sure. Just so many rubber ducks. Anyway, I guess that's it. Doesn't seem like anything else. There's just a hint here that mentions minus 256 in the suit, and it's like, I don't know what that means, to be honest. Interesting. You guys know anything about that? No? You don't know? And you probably don't know. What about him? There was a strange note. It's really strange. And this is... I reported to the manager. Thank you for the information. I called the manager, but strangely enough, he isn't replying to me. How long do I have to wait here? I'm gonna wait forever until you waste away. There you go. I guess we kind of helped that with that. Oh, he's not here. Be right back. What is this? I'm assuming. I mean, it looks like salmon. You know, salmon cubes. Ooh, access to the computer maybe. User 110. Okay, download. Okay, so you have the program. You download, then it downloads your brain. The person goes to sleep. Or like the consciousness gets transferred to servers into binary, into a suit, and then you put the suit on the person, and you turn the person on, and they're like, what? And like, ugh. If they run and they try to run away, and then you pew, they're like, resetting. Okay. User 110. I mean, that's the person that emailed us, and he's right behind me. All right. Okay, so that's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the theory, you know, being confirmed that we are just, you know, we are that person that opened that program and then gets our consciousness transferred into a robot. But funnily enough, you know, we're not the robot itself. I guess the mannequin itself. We're actually the suit, you know. So that note about, like, I guess minus 256 turning into the suit, I guess that's exactly what we are, actually. All right. Well, we learned about the dark secret of these robots. Can we just go in here now? Yes, enter the elevator of doom. We can go to minus 255 or minus 256. Minus 255 is just here. So I guess we'll go to minus 256, which is the name of the game. FPS drop. Minus 56. Oh. Now I was gonna say though, minus 256. Okay, so that kind of implies that we're underground, maybe, possibly? I don't know. You know what? Nobody said there was a horror game, by the way. Flashlight. Okay, now it's even more of a horror game. Now because of a flashlight. The flashlight's not even that. What is this? What is this like field of like light? It's just so little. It's on the ground too. Can't you just point it? Oh, anyway. More like an aura of light rather than like you're pointing a flashlight at anything in particular. What's up there? I was gonna say though, the little space thing, you know, little galaxy thing that we saw in the greenhouse, I guess. I'm assuming it's fake. It's a screen instead of like a real space. I don't know. If we're on the ground anyway. Also, alright. I guess this guy's dead. It was a workplace accident or was he murdered? I don't know. Hello? Hello? Anyone here? What do I... Oh, his hand is missing. Isn't that unfortunate? Where's his hand? Hand. Oh, it's this thing. Okay, I didn't notice. I didn't notice it was a hand. To be honest, I thought it was like a piece of the, I don't know, this like shelf thing. I'm not sure what it is. Apparently, by the way, his internal parts is blue. I don't know if he's human or not. Actually, is he a robot like us? Oh, he doesn't look like it. He looks drawn. You know, or rather, he's drawn differently. You know, I don't know if it's stylized or if he's also like a type of robot. Anyway, check the biometric scan real quick. You know, that's not gonna look good for like our how do you say? You know, that's not gonna look good for us basically because that seems to imply that we, you know, if you're gonna like use his hand like that. Let's see. That's not right. Maybe like this. I don't know. I was thinking like maybe we should like recreate that little thing that we saw before. Or we could just do this. We could just hit the fingerprints. It was just that. Because I remember that little sticky note, right? It looked like you know, some kind of pattern that we should use. Let's just fingerprints. Huh. Yeah, that's binary. I imagine you could translate that to ones and zeros. Oh, here you go. Here's a barcode scanner. And here are the suits. Zero. Zero? It says zero. Oh. Okay. Again, nobody told me this is a horror game. I didn't see the Steam tag said it didn't say horror as far as I remember. I mean, a little content warning right now. So it seems like this is a horror. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a jump scare or anything, but I'm gonna say this right now. If you're not really into horror stuff, then maybe this is when you turn off the video. Because I actually did not know this was a horror game. Or at least partially anyway. It feels like a horror game at this point. I thought it was gonna be like a little goofy adventure, you know? It's like, hee hee, it's so funny, lol. Everything is just weird looking, and it's like gonna be more like... what's the word? Glitching out. It's gonna be like you know, one of those like wacky surreal games where everything's just like a little bit weird and that's kind of it. But now we're in like a creepy dark basement with a barcode scanning these things. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Zero. Zero. 0. Here's the pillar. I guess the pillar might indicate something. Maybe that we're getting closer? Huh. Now one? I hear music. Oh, hey, what's up? There's another person here. Whoa! How do you get here? How's this situation upstairs? Is there still no major issue so far? Did you see the body at the entrance? It's just an avatar. The manager will log in with a different one soon. Okay, so it is just... It's just like a body, you know, like an artificial body. You won't be safe if you find out you're here, either. Or it won't be safe if you find out you're here either? Does he mean if they find out you're here? Coming this far means you've also regained your memory, haven't you? When you first woke up in this world, you definitely woke up in this place, didn't you? I'm on my way back to that point. I'm sure that's the doorway. The problem is that the structure here is so mysterious. I didn't think I'd get lost here. What I realized while walking around for a while was, the closer you get to the place, the more you feel something. Focus. Okay, quest number 3. Get back to the point where you first woke up. Follow your gut. Find the access point. Happy music. Jazzy. I like this one. This one sounds like mystery detective music. Okay. Plus plus. That was mentioned before, actually. I don't know what the barcode, it just says 10. I don't know what that means exactly. More weird symbols. Apparently we just gotta follow our gut. I don't know if it's like a puzzle necessarily, but gotta follow our gut. It also seems like whenever we have that little weird flash, by the way, it kind of means that... What was that? Anyway, I was gonna say, you know, every time there's a little flash, it seems like maybe we get teleported somewhere, or maybe it's just a visual effect. I'm not sure. Beep. See, whenever that happens, you know. 1. This is kind of different. 1, 4. Is it like coordinates? Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know if I need to be scanning a whole bunch, really. 1, 7. 2, 7. So it's kind of like XY coordinates, in a way. But, where do I need to go exactly? What was that? What was this? Wait. Hello? What is this? So you can stand on this symbol. Yeah, okay. Kind of like too bright now. I don't know why. Yeah, apparently the hint is to focus, you know, which means standing on these tiles for the heartbeats. I imagine you're supposed to, you know, the closer you get, the heartbeats go faster, but like, it's really hard to figure out exactly what that means. I'm not entirely sure. You're supposed to just like... I mean, there's one here, there's one there, and there's one here. Maybe you're supposed to just follow, because if this is heartbeat is working, that means you go this way? Maybe? Is that what that means? Heartbeat there. No heartbeat there. So you just follow this way? Possibly? I mean, that's kind of what I did before, to be honest. Okay, there's a heartbeat there. No heartbeat there, though. So I go this way? Oh. Okay, there's a heartbeat here. No heartbeat there. Where's the other way? No heartbeat there. No heartbeat here, though. So we go this way. Possibly? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like we're just going back and forth, to be honest, at this point. Oh, what the heck? What's going on? Minus 5-3? Connection error. Good. Oh, that took a bit, by the way. That took, I think an hour or so, to be honest. I did not understand that puzzle. Also, wow, this looks pretty cool. But anyway, I'm so frustrated about that maze, by the way. I'm gonna cut most of that out for the actual video, but like, oh man, that maze was really confusing. I did not understand what the game was trying to tell me. I thought it was trying to figure out the coordinates. You know, it was like an XY coordinate. I was trying to match this, like the symbol. I didn't know what the symbols were. It took me a bit to even understand that you're supposed to stand on those tiles in the first place, but yeah, that wasn't obvious. And so I just kept walking and walking and walking, trying to match the heartbeats with the numbers, you know, trying to like match it somehow. So if there's a heartbeat, it's supposed to be like a number that matches with it. There's so many like algorithms and you know, and variables that I was just trying to consider. But turns out it's just Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Lost Woods. So that's what it was. That was not obvious to me at all. I don't know. As it turns out, when you stand on the tile, and you know, I even look at the Steam discussions. There's like two posts that ask for the answer, but like the person trying to explain it wasn't very clear. What you're supposed to do, the solution, is to stand on the tile. There's 3 symbols in a section, right? You stand on a tile. If it causes your screen to flash like a heartbeat or whatever, then you go in that direction. Again, like Legend of Zelda Lost Woods, right? So the idea is that there's 3 directions you can go. You can go backwards as well. But backwards, I guess, doesn't lead anywhere. So really, it's just forward, left, or right is the idea, I think, based on those 3 symbols. And if it lights up when you stand on it, there's a heartbeat, then you go in that direction. It seems like, and I guess at some point you end up going back and forth, but I think that's intended because then it activates this. I guess is the idea. Man, that puzzle was like weird. I think what it is like it's not very clear that you're going in a particular direction. I mean, looking at the coordinates, I guess that was also confusing because it was like another layer I wasn't sure I was supposed to be keeping track of. But it just wasn't clear that you're in one room. You know, it would have been nicer if there was a way to indicate that there's like 3 directions other than the symbols, you know, like walls of some sort, or like, you know, maybe not invisible walls, but like some kind of like organic wall that shows you that there's like 3 ways to go, you know. It would make much more it would be more intuitive to the player if that was the case. Anyway, I'm just stalling, by the way. I just want to let it vent, you know, at this point. Also, there's a weird trail. Anyway, but yeah, but that puzzle, I feel like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm upset about it because it took so long, so I'm incredibly biased. But I feel like that puzzle wasn't very designed. Like, it wasn't designed very well because it wasn't clear that there was 3 ways to go, you know. So I was just lost. I thought it was some kind of maze or something, but no. Like there wasn't, especially if you kept going in one direction over and over and over again. When you scan the barcode, the number keeps going up and up and up, so it feels like you're making progress, right? Unlike in Legend of Zelda, if you go in the wrong direction, it's clear that you've restarted. You know, I think that's the biggest thing. You know, whenever you go to the next section, the screen kind of like there's a bit of static, right? In any direction, if you go in that maze, there's always a static. So I wish there was an indication that if you're going the right way, there wasn't static, it would be instead a different effect. That would like visually indicate to the player that they're going the right way instead of being lost in there forever. You know, I imagine a lot of players would have got stuck at that point in game. would have been got stuck at that point and then gave up. Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to vent a little bit. But finally, new content, it seems like, and this is really interesting. I guess it's like a visual representation of the internet, maybe, or a connection, a bunch of doors. And obviously, I guess we disconnected, maybe, is the idea, and this is just our soul, possibly our consciousness. Now we're just going through some doors. It is kind of cool, by the way. Visually, by the way, this is like really cool. I like it. It's like a movie, Really cool idea. Alright, well, I guess we'll continue onwards. Press escape? No. No pause menu. No clipboard, really. I guess we'll keep going. Finally escaped from our artificial body, which is really just a suit, if you remember in the diagram. Our soul, or our consciousness, was just in the clothes, actually, not even the actual body. Thus, we follow the light. And now we're over here. Autosave. Okay. Ah yes, the settings, in case you wanted to change them. Ooh, sandwich. Who are you? What? Okay. Well, I guess I'll eat this sandwich. Oh, do you think I'm a sandwich? This is serious. Oh. No sandwich for me. Damn it. I guess that's it. It's a random person. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what we look like. I mean, that's a representation of the soul, I guess, of a halo. Is that it? Where do I go now? I think that's a face? It's very rare for a human soul to visit this place while remaining conscious like this. This is the only second time this quarters. Hello, I see you come from an unauthorized point. What kind of data did you leave behind? Is it okay for me to just send you back? It's too bright to look at you. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've talked to a human being. I'll unlock your head. Well, I mean, the data is very different from the time of departure. It's much lighter now. Let me look it up. Oh yeah, she unlocked my head as in I can look around now. Or say she. I don't know. It looks like hair, long hair. Just, it's very feminine characteristic, but maybe not. This data is most of the memories except those directly related to life support. Do you mind if you just left most of your memories there? Is that kind of the thing, the entirety of the self for humans like you? What are you talking about? Why are you reacting like that? Didn't you leave it behind? Well, I think I know it roughly. This must have been an illegal transfer too. Illegal transfer? Metal Gear. No, it's unauthorized abnormal access. Pardon? Are you confused? I think you need a moment to think. Please talk to me again when you're ready. There are also sandwiches in the rest area next door. Next door? I mean, it's right here. Can I eat a sandwich now? I want to eat you! Numb. Hotel? Are you the staff bud I saw in the basement? Yeah. Oh, I didn't expect to see you here again. Huh, is that it? Nothing else? What am I doing here? Well, I was trying to go back too. But over there, someone I don't know said it's too late. My body is no longer connected. To be exact, my real body has already been declared brain dead and donated. I guess I've been in that hotel for too long. It's so unfair. I don't want to die like this. Oh, that's tragic. Apparently, yeah. His soul has been transferred to that robot for too long, and his old body is not there anymore. What are you doing here? You must have a problem too, right? Oh, memory. Your memories are likely still at the hotel. The manager seems to be holding all the staff's memories hostage. I'm sorry. I should have stopped you. But don't worry too much. You might also regain your memory someday. Like me, right? How did you bring back your memory? That white one explains it roughly. They say that they can't completely wipe out memory data. I think the manager has probably locked away the memory, making it unable to be recalled. But I heard that the bot's body is not stable, so the lock is often released. I think the manager forces the staff to shut down every night and reset every time. Do you know how forced shutdown works every day? No? Nah, let's just forget it. I don't want to talk about that. I always managed to avoid it somehow. As soon as all the memories came flooding back, I immediately made an escape plan. Since I no longer exist in the real world, that white thing says I should just disappear here. I can never do that. I'll find a way to fight that thing here for thousands of years. Or I'll hold out until someone comes to my rescue in the future. But I've been happy to just keep working there without knowing? I'm sure there are a lot of long-time staff who don't have anywhere to go back like me, right? Is it normal for a sandwich to talk to me? Okay. Okay, that's it. Oh, okay. It's looping dialogue. Alright. Well, there you go. Can I talk to you again? Do you mind if I continue? Or do you have any other questions? Where am I? This is the visualization area of the transfer terminal system. I'll be part of the system. I don't know exactly. I don't exist. Or I am part. I think it means I'm part of the system. This is a new phenomenon that conscious users experience in common when using the system. I don't tell anything too complicated. I want my memory back. I can't do that. You've already signed the consent form. Then there's no way I can handle it. I didn't sign it. No, you have. Please check the terms of service again. Oh yeah. Could you send any inquiries to the reception desk through the system? I mean, it will be developed in about 5,000 years by your standard civilization. Oh yeah, we did sign that terms of service. You know, every time. They get you every time, you know? Technically, in real life actually, if the terms of services, I mean any contract really, if you sign something and like the terms are basically just unfair, then you could bring it to the court of law, actually. It's not set in stone. Just because a corporation tells you that you sign a contract doesn't mean you can sign your soul away, you know, because it's illegal. But anyway, I guess I want to go back. Then I'll send I'll send you the original point. You're definitely an organism, right? What you've been through so far will be remembered as a former dream. If you don't have a separate sync device installed, you can quickly forget after waking up. Oh, I'm sorry. Such a device has not been developed in your civilization yet. Then, thank you for using it. Goodbye. Okay. It was all just a strange dream. Don't worry about it. No, it was a strange dream. This is just our room. Oh, why do I look like that? That's strange. Did I not remember who I am? Oh. Okay. Let me just close that real quick. Why did you run away? Okay. Maybe I don't want to work for you, bro. There's the credits. Thank you for playing Corpse Pickle 2022. Well, technically I didn't sign this, but anyway. Do you want to quit? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, what happens if I go back, actually? You know what? Tempting to connect. I just... User blocked. Ah, okay. Alright, so you can't go back. It'd be strange if we did that, you know, we did all that for nothing, but All right, there you go. I guess that's the game. Yeah. Overall, it was enjoyable. That one puzzle, though, that one puzzle where you're in that like basement, and I was just lost in that coat rack hell for like more than an hour. That really sucked. I feel like that puzzle wasn't really communicated very well. I like the initial tone of it though. It was kind of cool, right? It was definitely leaning a little bit towards horror at the end there, which is pretty spooky and everything. And, it built a lot of tension. But to be honest, that tension was overwritten by the fact that I got lost there for so long. Anyway, in hindsight, it's easier than I thought. Maybe I was just overthinking it, but man, it wasn't a lot of clues, The only clue it gave you was like, oh, follow your gut, and focus. Like, what the heck does that mean? It's like, I don't know. Again, I do wish it was more clear that it was basically like 3 directions, it wasn't clear if you were going in the wrong direction, because I just kept going and going and going. I even read in a Steam forum post that someone actually went 256 steps in one direction because they thought it was like, follow. I mean, I would have thought that too. I was gonna try that too, to be honest, until I read that post. But like, follow your gut, as in like, okay, well, it must be this then, because that's the only number that seems to be relevant to the game, right? So it's like, oh, okay, I'll go 256 steps in one direction. And it's like, no, that's not it at all. I think that's the biggest change. If there's one change I would make, it would be that. Because it really did feel like coordinates, so I really thought like, you're supposed to find the correct coordinate or something. But that doesn't seem to be the case, actually. So yeah. So, some way to indicate that actually you're not making progress. If you keep going in the wrong direction, it needs to be clear that you're actually being, sent back to the start, actually, right? Or at least, if you go, what would have been good, actually? It reminds me of a game, actually, that I played. It was called A Pet Shop After Dark by NPCKC. That was a really good game that had a lot of meta elements, by the way. That had like a kind of similar puzzle, actually. It kind of had some kind of maze thing, and then you had to like you had to do something in the right order. But if you don't do the steps correctly, by the end, it's clear that the game says, oh, okay, this is the wrong solution. You are reset back to the beginning, So something like that would be nice, just to indicate that if you're doing something wrong, multiple times, the game will just send you back to the beginning to be like, oh, okay, you're doing it wrong, Then it would have been more clear that it was more like a, kind of like the Lost Woods kind of puzzle, right? Which, to me, I don't know. Again, I feel like the puzzle was way too obscure, it was too obtuse, from what was presented. Anyway, enough complaining about that though. Even though that's the one thing that made me really upset. Everything else about the game, really cool, It has a really cool aesthetic, good music, good, like interesting like world, right? Like it was just like really strange and a little bit surreal. But I think the number one thing was like it had its own world, and you weren't really briefed, on what exactly everything was. And so you just kind of figure out through just like just visual clues, right? Like what's going on, what are you doing, and it's like, oh, you're just a hotel employee, what's going on, like you're robots now. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, it's really cool how the mystery kind of like unravels initially, even though it seemed innocuous, right? It just seemed like, oh, okay, well, connecting to this game is just a game, right? It's like you're doing these like little mini games, which are pretty, pretty okay. The mini games themselves, I mean, obviously you're just clicking on stuff. Isn't that hard, really? Except maybe the ones we got to spot the difference. That took a little bit of brain power, but wasn't too bad. Yeah, most of the game definitely just had like a really cool style to it, and a really unique aesthetic, which I really appreciate. It's like, and just in general, it's really well made. Even the main menu here, connects to like the overall plot, of like transferring your consciousness. So it's really good, right? Everything else is like the visuals. It's really, really interesting, You know, it's like it really piques your curiosity and everything, right? But yeah. Yeah, and then in a way, you know, even though this game, I guess I don't think it's tagged as horror necessarily, but it is pretty dystopian when you think about it, right? The fact that a lot of these people, their souls apparently have been transferred from, I'm assuming, different universes even? I'm not sure. I don't know if it's only Earth or not, but apparently their soul has been transferred to like some kind of like space station, you know, space hotel, you know, and they're stuck there forever, you know. That's kind of like really dark when you think about it, you know. In a way, that is horrifying. So I would describe this as a bit of like a horror game. You know, it has a really like, you know, dark undertones, I guess. Is that the right word? Undertones? I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, what else to say? I mean, just in general, you know, it's just a good game overall. My only complaint again was that basement puzzle. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad at puzzles. It could be a skill issue. I don't know. But I feel like other people, I think, had problems with that too. If they don't get it right away, right? If they don't understand the fact that you're supposed to just like, again, just follow the directions of the symbols based on whether or not there's a heartbeat, you know, indicator or whatever. That wasn't clear, you know. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this game. It was just a really unique experience, I gotta say. I don't think I've seen anything like it, you know? At least not specifically, anyway. So yeah, it was just really cool. I enjoyed it. But there you go. I guess that's it for minus 256. I guess if you're watching the video, then don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you want to see more. You can also check out other playthroughs on my channel. And if you didn't know, I stream these games live. So if you want to be notified when I go live, you can change the setting from personalized to all when you subscribe. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See you then.